I'm telling you, it'll never work.
Yes, it will.
What are you two arguing about now?
Brianna says you can embroider a design on top of heat transfer vinyl.
Because you can.
There's no way, the machine will tear up the design.
No, it won't.
You willing to put your money where your mouth is?
What do you have in mind?
Okay, we get Andrew to print an HTV design and then embroider on top of it. If it turns out, then I will buy you both Panda Express. And if he fails, then you have to get us Panda Express.
Wait.
You're so on.
First off, how did I get roped into this? But wait, number two, you say I get food no matter what? And I get you to stop arguing?
That is the gist of it.
Dude, I want this done. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Print Pros. In today's episode, I'm going to be doing a heat transfer vinyl design first, and then I'm going to embroider on top of it to settle a bet. So I'm going to get some food out of it, which is perfect. But before we get into that, make sure to subscribe to our channel and like this video so you can stay up to date with our latest videos. All right, so for our vinyl portion of our design, of course, we need our blank hoodie right here. We're going to need some heat transfer vinyl, a weeding tool to pick at the vinyl, our Teflon sheet to press. And also over here, we're gonna need our RCP 6301 25-inch vinyl cutter. And then for the pressing portion, we're gonna need the Ricoma Auto Open 16x20 heat press. All right, so now I'm gonna load my vinyl into my vinyl cutter. Okay, so for the vinyl, we're gonna set our speed to 400. We're gonna set our cutting force to 200. And then our blade to level 4. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go into our SignMaster Cut Arms program. And then once this loads, we're gonna go ahead and go to New Document. And we're gonna go ahead to our file, and then we're gonna import our design. And we're gonna get the design here that says RCMA sweater vinyl. And we're gonna go ahead and do this as an editable image. An editable design is a design with customization in mind. It allows you to adjust your design based on your needs. We're gonna accept. And our design is already sized exactly. So we have all the dimensions exactly how we need it. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna click on the design. We're gonna go up here to the Apple icon, create cut contour. And here, since we have some holes here in the letters, we wanna make sure that we go over here to the right and click on where it says keep holes. That way the machine recognizes that it needs to cut out the holes in the letters. Okay, and once that's done, we're gonna go here to accept. And then now we're gonna go over here to our cutter. And here, since it's heat transfer vinyl, we wanna make sure that we mirror the design so that it flips it backwards since we're using heat transfer vinyl. If it was regular vinyl, we'd make sure that the mirror is off. Then we're gonna do an area test. Send area test, select yes. And then I'll just go ahead and here and select cut now. Proceed with cutting, yes. And there we go, our design is cut, it's mirrored. So now let's go ahead and weed out our excess vinyl. All right, now that our design has been cut on our vinyl and weeded out as well, we're ready to press. So what we're gonna do now, do the target temperature of 330 degrees, and the timer is gonna be for 20 seconds. All right, now that I have my heat press heating up, I just wanna make sure that I got the placement right for my hoodie. So it's gonna be 4 fingers from the neckline. And we're gonna make sure that it falls right around here. Okay. So that's gonna be our placement guide right there. And actually, let's go ahead, let's bring this over a little bit. There you go, perfect. So we have our design in place. Let's go ahead and take it over to our heat press. Now I have my Teflon sheet. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place it over my hoodie. And then we're gonna roll the platen in. Make sure the hoodie doesn't get caught. Let's go ahead and flip it over. There we go, perfect. All right, and here we go. 20 seconds. All right. Here we go. And then now we take our Teflon out. And this is a hot peel, so we're gonna peel it right away. And there we go. We got our vinyl portion done. Now we're gonna go ahead and do the embroidery. We're gonna need our 13 by 16 inch mighty hoop, our embroidery thread, our standard 7511 embroidery needles, and 2 sheets of 2.5 ounce cutaway stabilizer. To start my embroidery portion, let's work on our design. Let's go ahead and open Chroma. All right, I'll go ahead and create a new design. Now we want to make sure our design is 13 inches wide so it fits our hoodie. The RCMA is the vinyl part. Since that won't get digitized, let's delete it. Now I'll make this a light gray color so you can see where we're digitizing. I'm going to select the satin tool, and the default density is going to be 0.40. Set to realistic view. Now I'm going to do this portion of the R. Okay, so I'm going to start cutting it off here because we're going to add this portion next. All right, let's see. We have to make some adjustments here, here, and here. To make our adjustments, I'll be using my shaping tool. All right, that's pretty much what we want. I'm just gonna fix this one right here so it's nice and straight. Now we're gonna do this part of the R. Now we're gonna do the rest of the text, and when we're finished, it's gonna look like 3D cursive writing. right, we have everything set up. Now we're gonna select everything, and I'm going to go here to the command panel and set my end command to trim to get rid of all these connecting threads. Then we'll do a quick redraw. Beautiful, that's our design. Now we're ready to embroider. All right, we're here in the embroidery area. We're ready to go. Unhoop the mighty hoop. And the bottom portion, just gonna slide right in here. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and put our stabilizer inside. Stretched out. Okay, and now. All right, guys, we are good to go. All right, while I was getting ready to load my hoodie onto the machine, I realized that if I hoop it this way with the hoodie, it's gonna get caught. So when I start doing my tracing and my embroidery, it's gonna snag. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to flip the mighty hoop over. That way I can load it this way, and I can load it through the bottom so it doesn't snag. Let's go ahead, bottom first. And then what I'll do is I'm gonna grab the bottom portion here of my hoodie and just fold it in like that so that when I do my tracing, it doesn't snag or jump. So there we go. All right, we've already got our design loaded onto our machine. So we'll go to File. We're gonna go to this one right here, RCMA. And this one I've already have it set to 180 degrees. My color's already set, which is gonna be orange. And our design set. So we're gonna be using the mighty hoop, so that's the equivalent of the F hoop. All right, and then just to make sure, I'm gonna put this back at 180 degrees, perfect. And now we're gonna trace. A contour trace is a more detailed trace where it shows you exactly where your design is gonna go. Okay, I'll do a slight adjustment. Wants to be a little bit over. So right around here. Let's see, and let's bring this down a little bit. Let's do it one more time. All right, I think we've got our placement just where we need it. All we need to do now is we're gonna lower the speed a little bit to 500. I lowered my speed to 500 stitches per minute. That way I can avoid shredding my vinyl at a high speed. And now I'm just gonna press start and we're ready to go. All right, our design's done. Let's take a look. Oh, that looks nice. I like it. We're gonna do one more thing just to complete the design. We're gonna go ahead and press it one more time so that we can flatten our vinyl out. All right, so we've got our embroidery done. Now let's go ahead and we're gonna remove the mighty hoop from our hoodie and we're gonna clean up the backing. All right, backing's been cut. Now let's go ahead and take it to our heat press. All right, so here we go. We have our sweater right here. We're gonna place it here on the heat press. I'm gonna take my platen out. Let's go ahead and get this set up nicely. Gonna bring it in. And then for this, we're gonna keep the same temperature, but we're just gonna do it for 5 seconds, just to seal the design. Got my Teflon sheet right here. All right, good to go. And ready to press. And voila. And there we have it. We have our answer. We can embroider over vinyl. This came out way better than I could have expected. And now, it's time to collect on my bet. All right, so 2 orders of orange chicken and white rice, 1 Beijing beef and fried rice. What do you think, Brie? Veggie spring rolls or cream cheese rangoons?
Why not both? Right, Kai?
Yeah, y'all laugh it up. You know, say Andrew, just out of curiosity, how much could somebody make selling a hoodie like that online?
Don't even think about it.
Well, we're gonna think, because we spent about $9 on the hoodie and we spent about $3 on the embroidery and the heat transfer vinyl supplies. So we got about $36 here in profit alone just with the heat transfer vinyl. But since we also have the embroidery on top of that, about $50 we can sell this online, so about an 80% profit.
That's not bad.
You know what? Speaking of profit,
Fine. That's a bet.
pay the piper, sir. Thank you so much.
So, how much longer are you gonna wear that thing?
Are you kidding me? I'm never taking it off.
You know we live in Miami, right?
I don't care, it's cute.
You're gonna be burning up.
Nope.
You just want me to take it off so you can sell it.
I do not.
Yes, you do.
I would not.
Yes, you will.
That's all the time we have for today. As always, if you found any of this information helpful, be sure to click that like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date when we post new content. Also, don't forget to follow us on Embroidery and Custom Apparel Mastery on Facebook, where we share helpful tips daily. Not to mention, there are over 35,000 members in there that can help you as well. We're also active on Instagram, where we share tips, stories, and mini how-to tutorials for everything embroidery and printing related. Links to our social media channels can be found in the description below, along with the link to the videos mentioned in this episode. And if you have any decorating tips or ideas you'd like to see in a future Print Pros episode, then be sure to share them in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.